Okay. Alrighty. Alright then. Alright. Hey guys. Anime West Reacts here. Gonna be doing a bit different. We're doing a stream today because, yeah, gonna be reacting to Talentless Nana's latest chapter. Chapter 87, Talentless versus Nullification. Part 1. So, Nana versus Nakajima finally, I guess. What that title seems to imply at the very least. But yeah, welcome to the stream, I guess. So I guess we're just gotta get into this. So we got Nakajima asking Tsuruoka why him after the end of the last chapter where Tsuruoka said something about something to do with the scientists needing forget exactly what it was about, but it was essentially they want to use Nakajima as a guinea pig or something, or cut his brain open basically, or cut his head open to look at his brain. But yeah, so Tsuruoka says naturally there are plenty of other test subjects, or he orders him to die, I think is what it was. That's how the last chapter ended. But yeah, he says naturally there are plenty of other test subjects besides you in the camp, but I've been told that those whose symptoms are more advanced yield more practical results. So obviously Nakajima is shocked by this. He says, more advanced? Are you saying I'll turn into one of those monsters soon? And then Tsuruoka says, this would be an act of heroism. You'd be giving your life to save others. I'm sure your late father would be proud of you. Are you? Nakajima says, are you serious? And then, yeah. Kyoya's sister says, Nakajima-kun, don't listen to him. Don't trust anyone who pressures others into sacrificing their own lives. He goes silent, makes a face, and then says, you'll at least give me time to think about it, right? And he says, of course. If I intended to force you, I wouldn't have told you about it beforehand. An escape attempt will be made soon. I need your strength to keep those budding monsters trapped. So yeah, he knows about the escape attempt. Or the escape plan, I guess. Nakajima says escape. He says, Kyoya Onodera and Hiragi work together to help a talented individual who lurks in shadows. At the same time, Moe Makabe and Kiyomi Shimizu surrendered themselves to the camp. I believe Shimizu has a partner. And finally, someone used a computer to contact the outside unofficially. And then Nakajima says, could it be? Do you think Sachiko will show up? And then Tsuruoka says, you're the only one who could stop her teleportation ability. And he says, got it. And then Tsuruoka says, first apprehend Hiragi immediately. She cannot be allowed to run loose any longer for your entertainment. And then, yeah, he says, I'll decide what happens to Nana-chan. And then, yeah, Tsuruoka's like, what? Then he says, now that you've moved up, you're no longer in the trenches. I practically run this place now. And Tsuruoka says, I'm asking you why you won't apprehend Hiragi. And he says, don't get upset. We don't need to worry about one talentless girl. And so, yeah. Tsuruoka says, Hiragi isn't alone anymore. Do you not understand that she's begun using talented individuals? And then, yeah, he says, thanks for the warning. And then, yeah, Tsuruoka says, seeking salvation from Hiragi is pointless. I've told you numerous times. Only a few select individuals should know about the monster's transformation. And then, yeah, Nakajima finishes what he was going to say. It says, to maintain order, right? The public finds out talented individuals will be seized with uneasiness, begin demanding the truth. Once they learn there's no vaccine or cure, an uprising on the level of a civil war will break out. just like long ago. And so, that's what Soroka says, and says, Nakajima says, so you learn from the past and control information now, right? And he says, you burned lots of books and killed everyone who spoke out about that period because of that. Though monsters are known as enemies of humanity exist, nobody knows that the final form of that's the final form of talented individuals. And then Soroka says, as you said, there's nothing a single talentless girl can do about it. And then he says, okay. Nakajima says, okay. And then Soroka says, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm authorized to call upon outside forces in case of emergencies. And he says, disciplined soldiers, unlike the low level type assigned here. And then Nakajima says, thousands died just to capture one of those monsters, right? If you keep threatening me, I might consider turning you into one. And then you see, Soroka makes a really serious glare at him, and he says, what's so funny? Soroka says, what's so funny? Nakajima says, you claim you're trying to save the world, but in the end, I've always thought, talentless man like you just wanted to take away talented individuals' power and bully them. But after seeing that serious expression on your face, I realize you're actually terrified of those monsters. And he says, good luck with your research. As you see Kyoya's sister smirking and chuckling. Then she says, I thought he was your obedient dog, but I guess not. And then, Soroka says, we were so close with Nakajima. Developing a medicine that could suppress talents, even temporarily, was a great innovation. Though we failed to create a cure, there was something we learned. Someone must have it, one of the talented individuals. Antibodies to prevent the monster's transformation. And then you got Nakajima. He sighs, I think, or he says, let them scoop out my brain, huh? He's merciless. Well, it's not as though I trusted Soroka to begin with. Someone who's done plenty of terrible things. It's a decent way to die. The alternative is, becoming one of those monsters, then. And then Nana says, isn't there anything I can do to help you? And then, he, see him, holding his arm, and then he, grabs tighter. And, grips it, and then makes a determined face, and then go over to the house. Someone says, escape. Oh, yeah. Okay, we go over to Seiya, who says, escape. And you got, looks like a statue or something. And he's just whatever. He split ends, his hair's all disheveled. And, says, someone points at him. And they're like, Seiya-kun, what happened to you? You're not sparkly. And then, Psyche says, who is this guy? And then, Moe says, this is Seiya-kun. He used to sparkle and have girls following him around. Now he's a shadow of his former self. And he's like, what? Sparkle? And then, Kiyomi says, Haragi is gathering allies. And then Seiya's just like, oh, it's you, Kiyomi-chan. Why are you a lot more cheerful? And then, she's like, will you fight with us? And Seiya says, you can't be serious. Nothing good comes from defying the army. As long as we behave ourselves, they even give up supplies. And Moe says, more importantly, what happened to your girlfriend? Is that really more important? It's like, oh, you had one, right? That's what Moe says. And then he's like, I'm busy creating right now. I don't care about some girl who abandoned me. And so he says, but he's making a giant whole ice statue of her. And says, behold. And they're just like, he's totally not over her. And then Seiya turns around and walks away saying, now that you know, leave me alone. From now on, I'm going to live as exceedingly beautiful sculptor. And then someone comes in and says, hey. And Mogo comes in and melts the sculpture. And he's like, say, runs over with Bistri and says, "Stop, it took 3 months to make that," and ends up punching him, punches Mogo. And he said, "Still got some fight in you." And says like, "Oh." And Saiga's like, "What?" And then Mogo just says, "We're rivals, aren't we?" And yeah, you see everything they've been through together. And then Saiga's like, "Eternal." And then Saiga's like I said, "What?" And he says, "Come on, huh?" Or Mogo says, "Come on. Come in." Yeah. And so, yeah. Jory walks in. And then, yeah. Thea says, "Shiori-chan." And then Jory says, "Mogo convinced me to talk to you." And she says, "I'm sorry." And then, yeah. Mogo's like, "This first and last time I'm going to help you." And then he's like, "I'll fight." Seiya says, "I'll fight." He says, "I will, that's right. For the week." And then he begins sparkling. And Shiori comes over and hugs him. And yeah, they hug each other. Yeah. It's like he's just like, "What? I can't be part of that." And Nana says, or Kyoya says that's not good. And then Nana says, "No. I accidentally revealed our true intentions to Nakajima-san. He's sure to come after us." And Kyoya says, "You wanted to win over Nakajima, right? You don't like tricking and using people anymore." Then Nana says, "I got the sense that he had a tremendous secret that terrified him." And Kyoya says, "So you couldn't just leave him?" Or, "So you couldn't just leave him?" And then Nana says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to complain." And he's like, I'm fine." Or, "It's fine. We're friends, aren't we?" And then he says, "It's just, I'm sure you know this, but currently Nakajima's interests aren't aligned with ours. And you're the group's leader. For example, I want to see my sister. I'd do anything for that. I'd even be willing to kill for it. Are you prepared to do that? You want to help talented individuals to atone for your past. It's commendable, but I don't see how it ends. You may never find your answer. I need you to be certain." And then Nana says, "I know." And Julia says, "Sorry. I'm probably only able to say things like this because I know I'll forget them right away." And then we, I guess, go a bit forward. It's night. Nana's looking over like balcony in her apartment. She says to herself, I guess, "I need to consider how we'll fight Nakajima-san, but our interests really not aligned. Why is he so determined to reject talented individuals?" And Nana says, "Still, I want to help Nakajima-san." And then someone says, "Then die." And then Nakajima just appears behind her. And yeah, she looks him in the eye, and then yeah, you see like Nana turn around to see who just appeared behind her, and she ends up looking him in the eye. Everything goes black and white, and she's like writhing in pain now. And Nakajima says, "You're suspected of disloyalty. Setting talented individuals free is a ridiculous idea, so for the sake of humanity, I will kill you. That's what you once told me." And I was like, I did. And then, yeah, you see past Nana is holding a rope, and yeah, you see the pain, just like head's throbbing. It says, "Come on, let's pick up where we left off." Okay. So yeah, really good chapter. Quite the things are happening. So we got Nana and Nakajima apparently about to go at it because Soroka's pieced together their escape plan, I guess. And yeah, things are not looking good. That's for sure. So yeah, if you like this video or like the stream, make sure if you enjoyed the video, then I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel. And yeah, it's a good one. But well. good chapter overall. We got Soroka piecing together the plan, I guess, or somehow he knows what their plan was or is, how they plan to escape. It's just kind of, I guess, context clues and pieces all the things together, like that they plan to use Sachiko, things like that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, then make sure you like it, like the stream, share it, subscribe to the channel, and see y'all later.